Groups of Afghan women brave Taliban-controlled streets to demand rights.
Here's a summary of the article.
A small group of Afghan women protested near the presidential palace in Kabul a day after women in the western Afghan city of Herat took to the streets in daring public demonstrations against Taliban restrictions on their right to work and seek education. As the country awaits the formation of a new government, Taliban spokesmen in recent days have admitted women are unlikely to get cabinet posts or positions of authority in the new administration. Many Afghans remain deeply skeptical about the Taliban's promises on gender rights and fear a rollback of the considerable gains women made over the past 2 decades. On Thursday, a small group of women marched toward the office of the governor of Herat to demand equal rights and opportunities. While the Taliban have said women will be able to continue their education and work, they have also vowed to impose Sharia, or Islamic, law. Afghan women's rights activists say they are still seeking clarity on the Taliban's interpretation of Sharia law. Many Afghan activists have called for the international community not to grant the Taliban official recognition, which would unblock Afghanistan's frozen bank accounts, amid fears the hardline Islamist group would crack down on women's rights once the world attention has moved away.
This post received a score of 8,600, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
I'm equal parts proud of them, hopeful for them, and scared for them.
They are brave hearts.
If you know how Braveheart starts, that's an inspiring comparison. If you know how it ends, then it's quite a morbid one. Best of luck in the world to them though. Let's hope they can pull off some miracles.
And if anyone knew who William Wallace actually was outside Braveheart, absolutely no one would make that comparison.
Everyone knows it was Mel Gibson. But your next point still makes sense.
Give me liberty or give me death.
Yo, whoa, too American over here. In all seriousness, give me liberty or give me death is the only way to live.
Whenever shit like this happens, part of me has that sinking feeling where I know if the Taliban wanted to, they'd eliminate all opposition. Permanently.
True, but that mainly happens if they are regarded as a threat. And this demonstration could only become a threat if they somehow encourage men to take up arms, because let's be honest, it's unlikely that they will do much except making demands.
The men didn't take up arms when they outnumbered and outgunned the Taliban. That ship has sailed.
How can a military defend a county when its president flees and gives up control?
The Afghan military was extremely corrupt. Even if the president didn't flee, the country would have fallen at the same rate it did. You have soldiers join who supported the Taliban but kept their mouths shut so they could receive training. You had troops trading their weapons, gear, intel for personal gain. And you had those that were there literally for a paycheck and would not have fought regardless. The ones that wanted to fight were such a small percentage of the military population they wouldn't have put up much of a fight against the Taliban and got while the getting was good.
You had troops that were there for a paycheck, and weren't even getting that as the commanders were pocketing their pay.
I am so proud but also so scared for them.
I will never be this brave.
This is smart of them, if incredibly dangerous. If the Taliban murder a huge group of protesting women, it will really hurt their geopolitical interests. These women know that and are trying to leverage it to win their rights back. Balls of steel.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Either they live their life in silence for the remainder of Taliban occupation, or they can try to drum up support now and go down fighting.
More deep state propaganda from military contractors to pull at our heartstrings and try to make us involved again militarily. WikiLeaks released a report in 2010 outlining that they use feminism as a ruse to advocate for endless war, and you dumbasses buy it hook, line and sinker. If we cared about women's rights, we wouldn't be allies with Saudi Arabia.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.